Agile teams collaborate and plan what goes into the backlog. They deliver at the end of every sprint. They deploy and release to end customers, and they measure feedback to determine what needs to be prioritized in upcoming sprints and releases. Now, that's the team's responsibility, but we know we assign different roles and responsibilities to make teams successful. In this episode of 5 Minutes with NY Ike, I'm going to share some secrets of the different roles of team leaders on Agile teams. I am Isaac Sikolik, or NY Ike on Twitter, and thank you for joining this episode. In previous episodes of 5 Minutes with NY Ike, I shared specific responsibilities of 3 Agile team leaders, starting with the product management and ownership function. Product managers need to listen to various stakeholders, customers, end users, employees, people from operations, and come back with a vision and a strategy in terms of enhancing the product and service that is going in front of customers. Product managers work with their tech leads, and their tech leads are there to help refine what should go into a release and agree around that. Tech leads are the first person looking at stories and epics and features and making sure they're going to be cleared to the team. And the tech lead leads all forms of estimating, first by himself or herself around what I call stubs, and then later on with the team in terms of actual sizing stories. The entire team is working with a Scrum Master, and that may be a person assigned that role on the team or a set of those responsibilities. Scrum Masters are there to really help team cohesion, handle running the stand-ups, handling blocks, making sure the team has what it needs to accomplish the sprint and later the release on schedule, on quality, and as best as they can on scope. Now, I've covered all 3 of these roles. If you want quick access to the videos around them from 5 Minutes with NY Ike, please visit this URL, starcio.com/agile roles. So there's the Agile team working with 3 leaders, the product owner, the tech lead or lead, and the Scrum Master in order to plan, to deliver, and then ultimately to deploy and get feedback on their releases, right? And so when I look at how these groups and people should collaborate, I start with the team. My expectation on the team is that they understand their requirements and priorities, that they commit to what they're going to accomplish in their sprint, that they complete their commitments with quality, and where there needs to be improvements, they discuss this at their retrospectives and feedback that into their sprint cycles to improve their velocity, their quality, and their commitment. When I start at the top with the product owner, I think about vision, priorities, and also the requirements that go into our user stories, right? So the product owner understands the scope of what it is that we're trying to accomplish and for who and why we're making an investment. They are going to work with the lead of the team in terms of being able to define a release and a sprint that can deliver on quality and on time. And so when you look at the 2 of them together, they form a relationship with the product owner driving at scope and the lead really driving at quality and releasing quality materials on time. When I look at the Scrum Master is really there to ensure the collaboration and the cohesion of the team. That means, are they working well together? Are they learning together? Are they escalating blocks so that they can get resolved efficiently? Is their velocity consistent? And other responsibilities around making sure the teams are successful. If you want to learn more about Agile team cultures and delivering on quality, on time, and on scope, please consider looking at my 3 courses. Starting with the course, Everybody Can Be Agile. This is a 2-hour course, really an introduction to Scrum and the Star CIO Agile planning methodology. If you're going to be a team member on an Agile team, then I really recommend following that up with this second course, Agile Team Member, that covers all the aspects of being on a team, estimating, understanding stories, and understanding release management practices from a basic team member perspective. Those two courses are bundled together. So if you want to be an Agile team member with Star CIO Agile planning methodologies, you end up getting both courses for a total of 4 hours. Now, if you're going to be leading these teams, you're going to be a Scrum Master, a lead, a product owner or manager, or a delivery lead, or leading organizations around Agile, this Star CIO Agile Planning certification is for you. This is an 8-hour course that goes into lots of details around how to instrument estimating practices, how to build up non-functional criteria in your story, how to think about release structures, and how about setting up team meetings so you get the right requirements. It is a guide, and it's there to help organizations determine how they want to run their Agile way of working. If you want to learn more about these courses, please visit the URL starcio.com/5nyike/agile-guides. Thank you for joining this 16th episode of 5 Minutes with NY Ike. Please consider subscribing to it, and I look forward to seeing you at the next episode.